All right, 4.13 shows this graph, and we want to know the mass of object 1 and the mass of object 2. They already told us that the mass for this guy is 0.3 kilograms, and we have to find that at once. All right, so this graph shows me force in number of rubber bands and acceleration. Well, I know force is related to acceleration by mass. Net force is equal to m times a. Notice that this force, it isn't measured in newtons. It's measured in number of rubber bands. So for every rubber band, it increases its force. So I might replace the sigma with n as the n, which is the number of rubber bands, goes up, the force is going to go up as well. So the force times the number of rubber bands will equal however much force it is. So if the force was equal to 1 and you had 1 rubber band, it would be 1. 2 rubber bands, 2. 3 rubber bands, whatever. You just keep going. All right, so I have this equation. Number of forces times the amount of force is equal to the mass times the acceleration. I can pick a point on 2. I'm going to pick that point where my number of rubber bands is 5. Force, I don't know. My mass, it told me in the problem, is 0.3 times acceleration, which is 5. If I do this, I can actually figure out what the force is of each rubber band. So I would do 0.3 times 5, divide by 5, and I end up with the force is going to be 0.3 newtons. So every single rubber band has a force of 0.3 newtons. If I want to find the mass of object 1, I can use that same formula, where I find a point on line 1, like that one. I know I have 2 rubber bands. Looking right there, 2 rubber bands. The force is 0.3. The mass, we don't know, but our acceleration, we can look at the graph and we find out, oh, it's 5. So plug that into your calculator. I'm getting the answer of 0.12 is equal to the mass. You can do that for the third one. So number of rubber bands times the force is equal to m times a. Pick a point. Looks like this one has 5 rubber bands. Each rubber band has 0.3 newtons. The mass, we don't know. And then the acceleration, look over here, is 2. Type in your calculator and you get an answer of 0.75 kilograms. Alright, good luck with the rest.